And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Kaiser. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Miles Jack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Matt Darr now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Underneath, this is Bernard. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And he'll go down at the 28. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On play action, it's Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Anthony Barr, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Second down, Kamara. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Play fake. Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun.
Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Giovanni Bernard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Derek Rivers in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go. Second down, Kaiser. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Third and long for Kaiser. He finds Yeldon. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
On the screen, Bernard. Give him 30 yards there.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it, too.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Mahomes to throw on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Take Carradine. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 47-yard punt officially, 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. They go play action. Kaiser. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
On third down, Kaiser. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 38.
That has to be frustrating for defenders. Third down, they take a shot way downfield. There is good coverage, yet they still come down with the football and pick up a big gain.
Here we go.
Kaiser on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play? Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Kaiser from the gun on third. Steps away to his left. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now Bernard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And now the offense operates in the red zone. First down, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's throwing on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he's got room. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. A handoff running left is Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Matt Darr now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here's Mahomes to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And again, it's Mahomes. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And no
update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in Week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Tye, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Always important to get the first score of the second half.
And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Off the play fake, Kaiser. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Here we go. Brand 38.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They go play action here on first down. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
A second down throw now for Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the... And this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
All right, here we go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Throwing now is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 23 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And Jones has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
All right, here we go.
Mahomes now on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
All right, here we go.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Giovanni Bernard, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Again, it's Kamara. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Kaiser. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mahomes now to throw. Down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Being chased out left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25, the 40. He's at the 30. 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't...
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a carry for Bernard. He gets away from one. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From midfield, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Carl Lawson getting him once again. His third sack of the afternoon. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Let's go.
From the gun, Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second down following the run.
All right, here we go.
Now here's Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Following the flag, 1st and 20 now. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
going to throw. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Kaiser on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. A 1st down throw for Kaiser. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Kaiser again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get out for him one more time.
To throw is Kaiser. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a miss on his first attempt, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
I know this will surprise you a little bit, Brandon, but you know kickers can be a fragile breed sometimes. You got to wonder what's going through his mind, but he didn't let that first miss impact him one bit.
Hey, I kicked back at Harrison High School. Are you calling my ilk soft? Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Ivory again. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 24-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now.